Welcome back to the Fusion Week celebration. It's BakuBrad96 here with day number 3 of the series. For today's video, I will be reviewing and debuting my Darkus+Haos+Pyrus fusion build featuring Enoch Ultra. I know, before any of you haters say anything in the comment or anything like that, it's not a fusion Bakugan, so I'm kind of bending the rules here, but I have a good reason and you'll see later on in the profile. Now let's go ahead and without further ado get right into the deck list. So the characters I run are Dragonoid and Treacherous. He has 300 B power, 4 damage, a magic shield, and a red fist. For 3 energy he fuses, and once fused he has a B power of 1000 and 5 damage. Really solid, and very quick to get out, not a lot of energy. So really strong too with that magic shield, having this plus 650, either be 950 on the regular, or if he's already fused, that would be 1650. So pretty good. Sorry, I gotta clear my throat. Next I have Pegatrix and Gillator. It has a magic shield and a green fist. 400 B power, 4 damage, and for 1 energy it fuses, so really quickly. Can do it on turn 1, but it only has 600 B power, which is pretty low. 6 damage is kinda high, so if you have a B power deck, not bad. A damage deck would be really good, but again, low B power. I guess the magic shield helps on this one as well. And then finally, Enoch Ultra. So yes, not a fusion, but I have a very good reason of running him. He has a magic shield and a green fist as well. B power of 700 and 4 damage. Gonna adjust there we go. And the cores I run, let's go ahead and take a look at those. So I have quite a few magic shields in this build. I have 3. And the 3 I run are 2 plus 300 B power, or if it's a fusion Bakugan, plus 400 B power. 1 plus 650 B power. I have 2 green fists that give plus 100 B power, misspoke there. So plus 100 B power, and Pyrus and Haos get plus 3 damage. Last is 1 red fist that gives plus 250 B power and 3 damage. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the Bakugan themselves. This is the Pegatrix X Gillator. Well, and Gillator. So weird how the wording is on them with the cards, but anyway, really cool. The Haos and Pyrus have a very cool combination with the accents, and the red really stands out against the white. I have quite a few of the Pegatrix X Gillators. I believe this is the 3rd one debuting for the Fusion Week. Next is everyone's favorite Chunky Dragon. We have the Dragonoid and Treacherous, which again, really cool. Looks like he's about to pound down on something with the fists. Literally the same size as his head. So funny. But yeah, again, really cool. The Fusion Bakugan were so unique, so interesting. Just the way they did the color scheme and they mixed everything together. I really did enjoy them. Let me know in the comments down below what y'all thought about the Fusion Bakugan as a whole. Did you enjoy them? Do you think it was a scrapped idea? Would you like to see more in the future? I'd really like to know your thoughts. And finally, we have, of course, Enoch Ultra, which he does have a few manual parts here, which are just the horns, which go up. So really cool. Now for the actual deck itself, ta-da, here we are. First, I have 2 Mega Pyrus. For 0 energy, you can give plus 2 damage to a Bakugan, or if you played on a Fusion Bakugan, or fused Bakugan, I guess, plus 5 damage instead. So really cool, big damage hit for 0 energy if you throw it on a fusion Bakugan. And then I run 2 Body Crusher. Of course, this has been in a lot of my videos recently, but it's just a good card. I have it. I throw it in any deck I can. 1 energy for minus 4 damage, and you get to scan. Next, I have 2 Crushing Shadows. 1 energy for plus 200 B power and 1 Frost Strike. 2 Darkus Glare. 1 energy gives minus 2 damage to a Bakugan, or if you play it on a fused Bakugan, minus 8 damage instead. So a really good counter in case you don't have a flip or you're worried about losing. Then I have 1 Malheim, or Havoc. For those of you who don't know, in the animated series, his name is actually Havoc, but in the trading card game, or Bakugan Pro, it was his beta name they used, or his original name, Malheim. So, very interesting to have it like that. So, 1 energy, when you fuse a Bakugan, you give a Bakugan plus 200 B power, and 2 damage. Then I have 2 Flash Attack, of course 2 energy for plus 5 damage. Scarf Strike, 2 energy for plus 500 damage, or plus 500 B power, sorry. This deck has a lot of 2-ofs because I wanted to keep everything even. Stinging Web Snare, 2 energy for plus 200 B power and 6 damage. And I also went with, in case any of you noticed, went with a damage theme for this deck, trying to hit in with as much damage as possible to win quickly before the opponent can play anything to stop you. Throw anything, 2 energy for plus 400 B power and Shadow Strike. A good way to make it, excuse me, throw anything with giving a Bakugan Shadow Strike is a good way to keep your opponent from reducing a damage if you stack up cards on later turns. Then I have 3 Energy Funnel, 3 energy for plus 600 B power, and if you play it on a fused Bakugan, you may re-roll it. So the fact that you get to re-roll your fused Bakugan makes this card so much better. Otherwise, it's just 3 energy for plus 600 B power, which isn't all that great. But that re-roll ability is really nice. Can really come in handy. Another 3-of in the deck, which another one of my favorite cards, is Fusion Flames. 3 energy for plus 800 B power. Really nice. A lot of B power for low energy. Those cards are always really good competitive-wise because the bigger you can hit earlier on, the likelier you are to win. Of course, that's been my experience. I don't know how it is for all of you. Then I run 2 Lord Bracken, or Braken, however you pronounce his name. I don't want to slaughter it, but I'm going to go with Bracken. 3 energy, and when you fuse a Bakugan, you get to draw 2. And I have 2 of him, so if you had both of them out, you could draw 4. I wouldn't recommend doing that, of course, because your deck is your life total. But if you draw 1 and you feel like you need more cards, playing it's always nice. Of course, you have Fusion Bakugan. Then I have 2 Meteor Storm. 3 energy for plus 4 damage, and you get to draw 1. Then another big damage giver of the deck is Nuclear Pummel. 4 energy for plus 10 damage. Really big hit there. And then a 1-of I have of the deck is Reality Ripper. 5 energy cost for plus 10 damage. And you get to choose a player to discard a card for each Fusion Bakugan on your team. So in this instance, the player will be discarding 2 cards because of course we have Enoch Ultra, which isn't a fusion, but we'll get to the reason why I run him right now. Here it is. Maximus Enoch Ultra, his Evo. 5 energy for 1400 B power, 5 damage, but it gets plus 10 damage if you have a Fusion Bakugan on your team. That's right, so it jumps up to 1400 B power and 15 damage. Somewhat of the win con of the deck, at least what I made it, and the only reason I made the exception to my Fusion week is because he has this ability. One of the only Evo cards I have. I don't have a whole lot of Evos, but the reason I did, I have this one. It's really cool. I thought it was really cool that he himself kind of revolves around Fusion Bakugan. So I thought, what better not than to put him into the Fusion Week. So here he is. Now the last part of the deck list, of course, is the flip cards, which this deck, as you can see, has a lot more than my regular ones. We'll take a look at them now. Of course, Divine Wall is 1 energy and it blocks a Chaos or Fusion Bakugan. Pyrus Stopper Slam, 1 energy and it blocks a Pyrus or Fusion Bakugan. Weapons of Darkus, 1 energy and it blocks a Darkus or Fusion Bakugan. 2 Halt Outsiders, for 3 energy they block non-Chaos Bakugan. Fierce Termination, 4 energy, blocks a non-Pyrus Bakugan and it has Fury, so if you have no cards in your hand, this is free. Shadow Breath, 4 energy and it takes control of a hero. Really cool depending on what heroes your opponent has. And then finally, ending this deck for the 3rd day of the Fusion Week celebration is Stand Together. 4 energy to stop non-Chaos Bakugan or block them. Sorry, I did it again. And it has Domination. If your Bakugan are holding the most Baku cores, this is free. So that will do it for today's video. I hope all of you enjoyed. And tell me what you thought in the comments down below. Are you excited to see more Fusion Bakugan? And what are your thoughts on Fusion Bakugan so far altogether? And as a quick reminder before I close out for the day, the votes for the Finnica channel are still going up, still trying to figure out a name. I'm going to declare the name, when is it? Friday. So the last day of the week, which is the last day of the Fusion Week celebration, we will be deciding and declaring the name of the channel mascot and my Baku partner, Elemental Finnica. Here she is. Just putting her out there for some channel love. So yeah, remember in the original video to comment and let me know down below. Now, as far as the next event I have planned, next week, everyone, I think I'm going to be doing Battle Planet Decklist featuring the Battle Planet Bakugan, which was the first year of the reboot series. I'm very looking forward to that a lot. I hope you will enjoy that as well. Lots of content in the works. I can't wait to get everything going. I'm very excited. I'm very happy for all of your support. Obviously, I can't talk today. I'm in jumbles. I have writing right here and I can't even read it. That's how nervous and excited I am. I can't believe I have 7 members of the Bakucrew. It means a lot to me to have all of your support, and the fact that y'all are continuing to support me means so much to me. So if you like the video, please hit that like button down below. If you would like to have daily Bakugan content, which I strive to produce, consider subscribing because one click for you is effortless. It makes my day, and it just makes my ability to produce awesome Bakugan content for you guys that much more likely. Signing out.